if you haven't been here before, you might not know Tuesday night is Comedy Hell. We pick 60 different comedians, they do 3 minutes each. So we start with that, at 7 o'clock it goes all night long, and I sit in the back and make notes on every single comedian, and we pick the most talented, most promising ones to move up to play for you guys tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Thatcher Rhodes.
What's going on, folks? It's me, the guy who wears sweaters to fit in. So I've been working on a theory recently, and it's that everybody secretly has a superpower. You just don't know what it is. For the last 20 years of my life, I've been trying to bring the remote control to me telepathically, read people's thoughts. And until just now, I didn't know what my superpower was, but I finally found it. I have a super stomach. It's not that I can eat a lot, it's that I can eat anything. I can get some chalupas, cheeseburgers, wash it down with some hot sauce and a beer, and this baby right here is as cool and calm as Walden Pond. But every superpower comes with a weakness, right? Just the law of the universe. So mine is my butthole. Nothing bothers my stomach, everything bothers my asshole. I call it the classic Achilles asshole. So I've been trying to eat healthier recently. I've been trying to do things a bit healthier. Instead of ordering pizza, I go on a walk instead to pick it up. I go to McDonald's, order a Big Mac, and do that mom shit where I take the top bun and I put it away in my pocket for later. And every morning when I pick my PB&Js, I add a banana to it because that just worked out so well for Elvis. My pursuit in being healthier led me the other day to a very millennial juice bar in Cambridge. I walked in, most millennial place I've ever seen in my life, and that's not a bad thing, but everything was stainless steel. The only food they sold were sandwiches made of seeds that I've never even heard of. And they sold kombucha vanity stickers, like Mo Bucha, Mo Problems, Come on my bucha, and Bucha please. But what really I took away from this place was they sold vegan water. Right? Now I know what you're thinking. I bought 2 bottles. How could I not? It was gluten-free too. Best $20 I ever spent. So I'm sure you all can tell by now, but I'm a substitute teacher. Thanks. I hate it. The weirdest thing to me is that, so when I got the job, no one drug tested me. No one tested any of my drugs. I could be selling these kids some really fucked up shit. I'd never do that, folks. I only sell them Xanax. I mean, they're going to get it from their parents. I might as well make some money on the side. Teachers' rights, pay them more. I'll never forget the first day I ever substitute taught. I was teaching 5th grade. I walked in and I said, "Good morning, kids. My name is Mr. Williams." You can't use your real name, or else these kids are going to look you up on Fortnite and cyberbully the shit out of you. Mr. Williams. And a 5th grade girl stood up, pointed at me and said, "You're not our teacher, you're a bitch." And I was stunned, and all I thought was, wow, fast read. I've been called a lot of things by children in the Boston school system. I get called puta a lot. I get it. I fart in class. It's not a big deal. The teacher does it. It's actually one of my favorite things to do in class. You get some silent but deadlies built up. You crop dust a few kids, and you can watch your own little version of Lord of the Flies play out as they just start pointing fingers and yelling at each other. And I just sit back and watch. My favorite thing that I've ever seen happen, or that's ever happened to me as a substitute teacher, happened just a few weeks ago. I had this kid, 2nd grade kid, who was hitting other students, he was cursing, he was flipped his desk over, all this shit, and I eventually had enough. I walked up to him, I said, "Hey, Buster. You're going to the principal's office. And he stood up on his desk and he called me the white devil. But he said it in Spanish. He said, "Tu está el Diablo." El Diablo Blanco. And then he drop-kicked a girl in the face. Now, the best thing is that the children had already, they figured out that I was just an inept teacher. So they had crowded around this kid, and these are good Boston kids. They're not going to stand for racism, and they're not going to stand for sexism either. So they started beating this kid's ass. They just started all kicking him. And as a substitute teacher, I'm not allowed to actually touch kids or do anything important. So I, El Diablo Blanco, just sat back and I watched. Thank you all so much.
I discovered him.
You did?
Yes, I discovered him. You know what? I was actually watching YouTube videos of kids beating up each other.